Boulder's top stories this week. An innovative program helps make rental properties more energy efficient. The Fourmile Canyon Fire is remembered 1 year later. And Council approves changes related to medical marijuana. Hi, I'm Natalie Wood. Adopted last fall by the Boulder City Council, Smart Regs ordinances went into effect in January 2011. A first-of-its-kind regulation, Smart Regs requires all rental housing in Boulder to meet a basic energy efficiency standard by 2019. Luckily, a limited-time service called Energy Smart can help property owners achieve Smart Regs compliance more easily and affordably. To date, more than 600 property owners have used the service to reach Smart Regs compliance while using over $305,000 in Energy Smart rebates to perform property upgrades. I spoke with the city's Smart Regs contractor Populous to get the inside story of the popular new service. In a town striving to break the barriers of energy efficiency, there are always new incentives to live a more waste-free life. Now that intent has crossed over to rental housing in Boulder, which represents about half of the city's housing stock. Smart Regs is a rental ordinance the city of Boulder passed last year that mandates energy efficiency standards for rental properties by 2019. Although the deadline to become compliant is years away, Smart Regs experts are recommending rental owners act now.
The rebates that are currently available will most likely not be around in even less than a year from now. And so if someone's looking to have some type of financial incentive with these upgrades that they may have to make, now's the right time. Our advising service is only funded for a certain amount of time. So if people are looking for this free assistance, they should jump on the bandwagon before it's too late. And then there's just the fact that the cost of inspections and the cost of these upgrades that may need to occur, they're only going to get more expensive over time.
Populous is a sustainable design firm contracted by the city to advise property owners how to make their homes compliant with the Smart Regs ordinance. The company has found that many landlords think they will need to retrofit their entire house to meet program requirements, but that is rarely the case. That's where the Populous team is there to help, and for free.
We administer the Energy Smart program for Boulder County. And we put together a really professional, knowledgeable team of people. And these are people you can turn to when you're trying to figure out Smart Regs, how it works, how the points are collected, what rebates are available, how to get to compliance. A lot of people have said it's not as bad as we thought it would be. And it's because of the service that we're providing.
That service provides rental owners with the information they need to receive rebates for the money spent to make their homes energy efficient. And Matt says that might not be the only benefit of complying with Smart Regs now.
There might be some market change where tenants are going to look more and more for energy efficient upgrades. They're going to look for energy efficient appliances like Energy Star appliances. And so to have early compliance and to get this stuff done now, you're going to be a landlord that's on the forefront of kind of that market change.
By enrolling in Energy Smart, property owners can also take advantage of City of Boulder rebates up to $500. But, as Matt explained, rebate dollars are only available for a limited time. Visit the Energy Smart website or call the dedicated hotline to sign up today. The Energy Smart program offers a straightforward way to own an energy-efficient home, and soon it will be a little easier to own and operate an electric vehicle in Boulder as well. The City of Boulder is one of several area partners sharing in a $500,000 grant from the U.S. Department of Energy to help fund Project Fever, a year-long endeavor to overcome the obstacles of implementing electric vehicles in the marketplace. As part of the Colorado Clean Cities Coalition, the City of Boulder will receive the grant along with multiple public and private agencies throughout the state. The agencies will all target 5 core areas to prepare Colorado for electric vehicles and charging infrastructure. In Boulder, the grant will provide funds to help establish guidelines and locations for electric vehicle charging stations, standardize permitting operations, and create a plan for linking Boulder to other communities in a statewide electric charging network. The project is supported by 60 partners, which include the City of Boulder, the Colorado Governor's Energy Office, and the Colorado Department of Transportation. Just over a year after Colorado's most destructive fire blazed through Fourmile Canyon, the community met to remember the fateful event and discuss where the former residents are today. The Fourmile Canyon Fire started on September 6, 2010, and burned more than 6,000 acres in the mountain communities to the northwest of Boulder. More than 160 buildings were destroyed in the most expensive fire in Colorado history. Though the physical scars still are vivid across the landscape west of Boulder, a handful of residents have started to rebuild their homes. Nonetheless, the newly opened view stands as a daily reminder of what was lost 1 year ago and the many lives that were changed. On September 20th, the Boulder Public Library hosted an event by the Maria Rogers Oral History Program and the Carnegie Library for Oral History called Remembering the Fourmile Canyon Fire 1 year later. The event served as a community forum for people to discuss their trials and triumphs in healing and starting over. Filmmaker Marianne Williamson describes her experience making Packed, one of the 2 films shown at the event that captures interviews from Fourmile residents describing how they decided which belongings to take with them as they quickly evacuated their homes.
One interviewee who I thought summed it up really well. He said it wasn't that our stuff was going to be gone, but that our whole life was going to be turned upside down, and they were still trying to figure out what it all meant. You know, we're all kind of still processing it, and maybe in some small way, making this film helped people process it a little bit more.
Boulder City Council this week once again took up issues related to the emerging medical marijuana industry, passing a set of revisions to the current code. While the revisions covered several different areas, the one that has captured the most attention has to do with advertising standards. Council set the stage for a closer review of ads in the future, expressing concern about those that seem to appeal to young people or put the medical substance in the context of illegal recreational use. The changes will allow the city to consider whether a business has been responsible in its advertising when the business comes up for renewal of a license. While the city is unlikely to have resources to monitor ads on a regular basis, City Council encouraged members of the community with concerns to let them know about specific ads that are troubling.
I think we've struggled very, very hard to balance what we understood to be a legitimate concern from the citizens of this state about the value of marijuana as a medicine against its use as a recreational drug. And it's very, very hard to find the right balance. But we are as concerned as both of you are about that. And I would encourage you, if you feel you've seen an ad, call us. Let us know that. I mean, we're going to respond. At the same time, I would say to those of you who are providing a legitimate service, that's what we want you to do.
More information about the city's regulations can be found on the Medical Marijuana Business License page of the city's website. That's all the time we have for this week. You can connect with Inside Boulder News on Facebook by submitting news tips and questions. Just search for City of Boulder Channel 8. I'm Natalie Wood. Stick around for more Inside Boulder next.